So good day, guys. In the last presentation, we talked about the basic concept of moving between the equality sign, and we said that when a sign move from one side to the other, it changes sign, right? So if we have plus here, when plus is crossing to the other side, it become minus. When we have square root here, when square root is changing to the other side, it become when square is changing to the other side, it becomes square root. Likewise, when square root is changing to the other side, it becomes square. When divide is changing to the other side, it becomes multiplication, right? So these are the things that you need to note when solving a linear equation, because they are the basic foundation of what we are going to do today. So today, last week, we also explained how we can solve a little bit of linear equation. We did something like we said x plus 2 equal to 0. Now, if we want to solve this equation, what do? First of all, look for what you are looking for. When I say find s, you look for, we know that this is s, right? And when we are looking for s, we make sure that only x is standing alone in this side. So everything that is connected to x as this side is being displaced to the other side, so that x will stand alone. And when x stands alone, that means that the solution to the equation has been done. So what do? We remove 2 from this side, and 2 is connected to s by what? By plus, is it not? So it's 2 plus s. So when we are removing this plus 2, it becomes what? Minus, because it's moving from one side to the other that is being separated by what? An equality sign. So when plus 2 move to the other side, it becomes minus 2. So the answer is s minus 2. And how do we know that is the answer? Because at this side now, x is standing alone. Now let us take another example. What if we have x plus 3 equal to 0? The same thing, we have x would be equal to what? Minus 3. Because we move this one to this side, it becomes minus. I'm just trying to keep it simple. Now, what if we have something like 2x is equal to 4? We know that x is not standing alone, x is connected to 2 by multiplication. So what do? Is that we remove this 2 to this other side, and when 2 is leaving x, because it is bounded by s with multiplication, so when 2 is going to the other side, it becomes what? Divide. So this is 4 over 2. So x will be equal to 2. Now let us understand this simple concept, because the next concept we are going to be looking into a little bit deeper problems, but still same concept we apply. All right, now let us consider the solution to this problem. 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. How do we solve this problem? When you have a question like this and they say find s, remember that until the solution is gotten, x must stand alone. That is the first thing you need to keep in your mind. So since s must stand alone, what we do is that we look for a way to remove everything that are associated with x. So the two things that are connected to s is 3 and 2, right? And first of all, we start from the number that is more far from x, and that is 3. So first of all, we remove this 3 to this other side, and when we remove 3 to this other side, it becomes 2x. When 3 go to the other side, there is nothing here again. Here becomes 5, and when plus 3 go to the other side, it becomes minus 3. So 2x is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, right? Now we are done in removing 2 from this other side. The next thing to remove is 2, because we are done in removing 3, and we know that 2 is connected to x by multiplication, because 2 times x is the same thing as 2x, right? So what we do is that since this is the same thing as 2 times x, when we are removing 2 from this side and 2 is going to the other side, it becomes divide. So we now say that x is equal to 2 over what? 2, and 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So the solution to this equation is x is equal to 1. Let us take one more problem before we round off the class. Let's take one more problem. I hope we are getting this clear. The rule is, first of all, look for the expression okay. All right. Alright, now let us take another problem. Something like x squared is equal to 4. Now in this problem, we discover that x is not still standing alone, because they say find x, right? Find x. But in this place, we have x squared here. So when we remove the square from x, which means that x in this case is standing alone, right? So what do we do when we remove this square connected to x? It crosses to the other side, and we know from our first law that when square is crossing to the other side, it becomes square root. So this is the same thing as saying x is equal to the square root of 4, right? And the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So the answer to this solution is s is equal to 2. Okay. Let me do one more, and call this a day. What if, no, let me make this an assignment. Number 1, solve x plus 2x plus 4 equal to 0, x plus 5 equals to 6, 3x plus 1 is equal to 4x, then 2x squared is equal to 2 plus 3. So these are the assignments for today. Make sure you solve them. In our next class, we'll be solving these assignments and more assignments. That will be for the next class. We'll just be solving problem on this so that we understand the concept more. And after the next class, we now go to fraction involving equation. Thank you very much. God bless you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. God bless you.